Okay, the US Open today gave us a really big and very extreme downtrend. So I managed to wait for a little bit of retracements here on this downtrend, and I started with some minis, 2 lots of mini. But because I was a bit scared in the beginning, just doing a V-shape reversal, so I put a very tight stop loss, and I got stopped out here, but basically on break even. When I managed to see the price was coming back down, if you go to a higher time frame, obviously you can see it just reverses straight away because there was the need for a continuation down. So many trades, they start going long here and they get stopped out. So before managing any long positions and say, okay, I will go short, I will risk $200 per mini contract, and I will continue to the downtrend, and the price smashed down. It just went to the downside. So it gave me just 2 trades, 2 lots. Just basically, it took my target, and then the other one I just closed manually, and it was like 1,500 here, very easily made. So I wanted to continue this downtrend by using micros. So in a sense, what I did, instead of continuing adding with minis, because it can reverse, it's a lot of money, it can go against me. So what I did, I just continued adding more to the winners. When the lowers was coming, I added to the position here. So some of them just coming from the upside, I managed to close them out basically at the lows here. So when I started to see the reverse of the price, because it was a really big downtrend, it starts to bounce back upwards. So I managed to close all the positions, open positions, say, okay, I'm gonna wait for a little bit. And what I did here, I say, okay, maybe I should go for, if it's gonna go lower, maybe I should try to, just a small mini for the continuation down. It did a little bit, but it's gonna provide you here just with a W formation. This is a very clear reversal pattern. So you need to be very aware that it's gonna be a very interesting trade here. When it breaks this neckline to the upside, it's it's a clear reversal in the price action. So what I did, I say I'm not gonna use minis, but I'm gonna use some micros. So I started by buying here, just putting my risk here, stop losses here, under these candles here, just give it a little space to breathe. I think it was 4 positions. Yeah, just it was three lots, and then I added a new one here. But I also managed, when I saw this price action, very wild, I can tell. It started to reverse very quickly. I say, okay, that's a level of consolidation here on the 15 seconds time frame. I know it's a bit tricky to spot it, but there was no downside anymore. So I was waiting for, basically, if this is a lower low, this is a higher high, this will be a higher low. So in this case, it's trying to start establishing a new higher high here, just typical pattern for a reversal in the price action. So I position myself here with another after all this consolidation, but at the 15 seconds time frame, it looks like a consolidation. So it didn't mark down the price, not even here, not even lower. So failure to do a lower low. I started with another mini here, just led my runners and micros, and I just got out in the first move upwards to the neckline of the W formation. This is the neckline here. Before or around this area, I closed the position with a very high profitable. So I made 2,000 all the way down, and then I started to make another 1,000 just to reach my 3,000 level. This is the target that I needed to achieve, $3,000. So I was down just around 220 on the downside. Then I got stopped out in a few trades. As you can expect, you can never win all of your trades. Just minimize the loss here, 75, blah, blah. Another 100, 200, whatever, around. And I say, okay, the price action is trying to squeeze all the short positions coming here. And what I did is just, I was 2,800 in profit, 2,900 in profit, and I was just trailing my stop losses just trailing them all out here, following the price. I put my target here when I knew if there's a bounce back up, it was going to be around 3,000-ish. And I say, okay, if it reverses back down as I did here, I just get out in profits, 2,800, 2,900. So I was very lucky. It did the last move upwards. It took me out just to basically to the peak, to this up close candle. And I made my target, the 3,000 I needed, and I say I'm out of these trades. And I just passed this funded account. So fantastic. Look at the risk management. So there's no trailing drawdown, squeezing me out, nothing. Yeah, I did all of this in one day, taking advantage of a really strong downtrend and taking advantage of the opportunity of not returning all my profits back to the market, just measuring. If I'm going to go long, I need to be sure, I need to see some level of patterns, establish a proper risk level. I can risk, if I make 2,000, I can risk now around $400-500, just for another 500-600 that I need another $1,000 just to pass the account. So if I made 2, I can risk around 400-500 more just to achieve another $1,000. And it went on my favor, everything. I'm very lucky. Luckily, I just managed to achieve my goal. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I've got a Discord group, so you can join. And then there's a premium Discord as well. It's under the pay program, but you can also access my content, everything for a 7 days free trial. And stay tuned, just subscribe to the channel.